nowadays I have noticed that so many young couples and young people, they are not happy with their jobs. They are frustrated, they want to switch their career, but they feel they are stuck with that. What inspired you, or how you got the courage to change your career from you were in a lucrative job in corporate world and then you suddenly switched, or was it a planned slow switch from corporate to fitness?
Well, absolutely not. It was nothing planned. I never ever thought I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life, and I'm sure I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. When I got into the corporate, I always liked dancing growing up, and but I didn't know how to take this. I never thought you could make a career out of this. And so, like everybody, I joined the corporate, and yes, and yeah, did the whole 9 to 9, 12 hours job. I was into marketing and sales, so it was quite demanding. But end of the day, I didn't feel like I'm doing justice to myself, and I felt like dancing more, and I didn't get time to dance.
So I can say, or I can assume that dance is your passion.
Dance was my passion. It was my passion.
Because I have noticed whenever he is in the dance class or in the fitness class, he enjoys that. You can see his energy.
Yeah, so I always used to look forward to that. After my work, I used to run to the dance class, and then I used to do that. And then I figured out that I should be doing this more often. I should be doing this every day because this makes me happy. And the corporate job, I did well, and I did what was expected, but I knew I wouldn't sustain and do well for long, because when you don't have your heart into something, you can never do justice to that job and justice to yourself, most importantly. And I just one fine day again.
That's an important point. That if you don't have heart into some work, then you cannot do the justice with that work.
Yeah, so both for the company and for yourself.
Even if you are successful in the job, you are earning like anything, but if you are not happy, fitness will automatically be lost. Peace of mind will go.
Yeah. You're just not happy for yourself. That's the main thing. To keep yourself happy is the number one goal. And if you can't keep yourself happy, then I don't think you can make anybody happy around you. So I decided I had taken dance lessons, and I was doing classes, and then finally, against all odds, everyone told me I'm stupid to do this, and everyone, my friends, my family, said this is a very wrong career move, and I said no, let me give this a shot. So I went to the US, and
I think this happens always whenever a young person wants to switch and shows the courage to change from one lifestyle to other.
Yes.
Then everybody discourage.
Yes. Yeah.
That you may fail. Let him take a chance. Let him make a mistake.
Yes.
99% he will succeed. Only 1% chances are that he may not, because if his heart is in that work.
Here it was the other way around. I think 99% of the people around me thought I'm going to fail, and only 1% maybe thought I would succeed. So it was that battling against odds, but I had to just prove it to myself that I can do this, and this is going to make me happy. I didn't care about what other people thought, so I went to the US. I wanted to learn a little more. My dance style is ballroom and Latin. So I trained in the US. I was in New York for a couple of months.
This is something new information you are trained in US.
Yeah, I was in New York. I trained.
So you put so much effort just because it is your passion.
Yes, I wanted to.
This is something extra effort.
So yes, I went there. I trained under the best instructors. Some of them were Hollywood choreographers, and then I came back to India, and then it hit me. Oh my God! I quit my corporate job. Did I really do that? And then I didn't know how to start. And then I came back 2 months. I was like, I didn't have the confidence to go and start. I was like, where do I start from? And then finally, there was this guy whom I knew. He said, I have a group of 6 people, teachers to jive. So that's where I started. And then with partner dancing, the problem was I always had to get an equal number of boys and girls for a partner dance. So it was a little difficult for me to sustain myself from getting a 5-figure salary to making like 10,000 rupees in the first month was like a big shock.
But in the end, you were getting happiness.
Yes.
You were sure
Yes.
Now you are on the path, what you want, you are doing
Yes. Yes. I knew that this is going to be the start, but I didn't know that I would make 10,000 rupees in my first month. That was definitely a shock.
But that courage is required if you want
Yeah,
to switch.
but nobody-
During initial days,
Yes.
now you earn like anything.
Yeah.
I know, I cannot disclose it, but I know. And whenever I come to
I still don't earn like anything.
No, please, let me not talk about that.
It struck me that somebody introduced me to Zumba, and I was like, from being a dancer to get into fitness, I was like, let me just give it a shot. And when I gave it a shot, I was like, wow, this is fun. This is really fun. Doing this, you're dancing and you're burning calories, and and then I continued, and the classes grew from there, because with partner dancing, I always had to get that ratio, and it was quite a struggle.
So just after this interview, I am going to attend one more class before leaving India. So that's why I am in my fitness attire.
Okay.
Yeah. So then directly from here, I will be going to the venue for the dance class. Yeah.
So yes, and then it all began, and then I started, I started doing classes on my own, and then I realized that I can't be doing this on my own. And, I felt like I needed a team. It's very difficult to do things on your own, and I'm not somebody who wanted, even in the corporate. I thought what was missing in the corporate, it was more like nobody were friends, everyone was competing with each other, and at that point I had sort of thought that why can't people just be like a family in a corporate? Why does everything have to be like competition and people backbiting and people are trying to pull each other down? But it's so easy when you work together, if you're like a family and you help each other, then that's the kind of energy I thought I want to take and build a corporate, build a company where I have these values within my company, where we're just like, if there's any problem, like even tough times and good times, we smile it away.
And something you were talking about, that you didn't want to create a company, you wanted to create a family.
Yes,
I have seen you have trained so many young boys as a trainer, so you were talking something about that.
Yes, yeah. I started hiring instructors, and I always liked instructors who had a struggle in the past and they didn't have a direction to go anywhere, and I felt, and they wanted to do something more, but they didn't know where to go, and this was exactly me, like a few years ago, and I could see that if I can be there, trust, and teach them everything what I know with regard to fitness, dance, and how to instruct.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe the channel.